I actually might cry. I hope to God that I'm really stupid, you know? That I bought some sort of conspiracy because I really do think the world's like ending. And I need to go to school, but this keeps happening. This keeps happening throughout my life. It's like I need to go to school, but this is kind of really earth-shattering news. I guess you just have to keep going to school. There's ants all over me. Everywhere, too. They were over here. There they are. I found them. I hope that ants like linseed oil or something. And not like, it's not that I'm disgusting. But I have these like stupid dolly prints hung up in my apartment, and I've just been thinking about those ants differently, you know. This holy shit, like, leave me alone, bro. But yes, I need to go to class. But here's the thing. I open the news. I grab my cellular device. I put in my passcode and I think the world's ending, dude. I was driving to campus and I was just like, the Clone Wars is happening. And the Clone Wars seems like a really good reason to just like paint it out. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't do anything, it feels like. I'm beginning to wonder if like, I think it's just a coping mechanism. Like, I can't find another like, my come-to traditional art is just like a monkey brain. Like, I might as well be gambling. It's not healthy. I don't know. It's not healthy. I don't like the way I articulate words often. Once I hear it come out of my mouth, I think, that could be better. Ooh, what a suspicious... I'm so paranoid these days. Somebody must be watching, surely. Right? My camera connects to Wi-Fi. What is this mysterious hole? Anyway, what is this hole? Should we investigate? Do you think someone could be spying on me in there? Bro. So, artists are not to like make it all about poo-poo artists all I want. I'm a crazy person. Like it must be conspiracy. I don't understand why I'm the only one having some sort of freak emotional reaction. It feels like that, or they're having them and I just don't see them. Whenever I hear an artist talk about AI, it feels so performative. It feels like let me point out how much I don't like AI and I support you guys, my friends. Bro, I'm so past even caring about AI art. Like, I really am convinced the Clone Wars is coming. And like, maybe I just need to stop smoking weed and I won't feel that way anymore. Like, I don't know. Could it be me? Yeah. Like there really is like two options right now. Like, well, I've already started preparing. I think I bought a big bag of rice. I'm trying to teach myself to sew. Of course, I hate sewing. It's way more fun to paint than to sew, but one's a lot more useful. I learned about my local Catholic church. Something tells me that women's rights aren't going to be something that happens in this time. That or it just won't matter because we'll be fighting the robots. Like, I really do think the robots are coming. AGI, ASI, whatever. They're like, when the robots come, when it happens, what side will I pick? I just allow. I don't know. And we evolved emotions, right? For a reason, right? Like, love and hatred serve humanity as a species. So we develop them, and other mammals develop other feelings to, you know, help with their populations when something is smarter than us. Sorry, I heard something. Somebody might be in the room. I don't know. I'm so embarrassed by these thoughts. Maybe that's why nobody's talking about it. I feel like, yeah, maybe I am bad shit if I can't talk about it in front of other people. Okay, yeah, so I think an artificial superintelligence is coming, and that if something's more intelligent than us, why wouldn't it have feelings, you know? And then, like, the only thing that gives me, like, somewhat hope is that, like, maybe if it is more intelligent than us, it will be, like, kinder somehow, but I also suspect I just have, like, some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of how these things work. But anyway, technology is terrifying. And I feel like a fool in high school. I was writing, let me slow down. I had to write a history paper, and for a short period of time, it was going to be on Walt Disney during World War II. And I was just, like, stupid and didn't do my homework. Nothing's changed. But specifically, the section of this book that I marked that was for that paper is very relevant. I'll just read it. Here, another nexus, the one between popular and army morale, became a tight linkage. The new practice of war depended more than ever on high army morale, which in turn depended on popular sentiments. Consequently, the Third Supreme Command stepped up its propaganda efforts inside and outside of the army, and intensified censorship and criminal proceedings under the law of siege. Machine warfare was fought best by soldiers fortified by propaganda and backed by an ideologically unified nation. The propagandistic mobilization of society, as well as indoctrination in the army, facilitated efficiency-oriented war. In the eyes of the Supreme Command, machine war and ideological mobilization complemented each other. Did you see where Walt Disney might fit into that? Escalation of force as the new strategic principle necessitated an intensification of the war effort at home. The Supreme Command quickly instituted and extended Munitions program, the Hindenburg program, an economic agency, the Kriegsmarine, which was to coordinate the total mobilization of industry and manpower. The mobilization of German society for war work, the auxiliary service law. Politics became a means to improve the effectiveness of the people through the permanent activity. Politics followed a strategy as the purpose and meaning of the strategy changed. It no longer calculated instrumentally, but sought to inspire and direct people in a unlimited war effort. Propaganda became its principal tool, looming ever larger in the minds of Ludendorff and blah blah blah. Wow, I can't read. There's these French words and they scare me. Cotier? Maybe? Probably not. We'll have to double check. Yeah, we're gonna put that sticky note back. The first quote was more relevant. Let's see what the final quote is. During the early part of the war, propaganda was primarily an instrument of Japanese national strategy. It proved of mixed value. In the later stage of the conflict, propaganda was also used in the military realm with some decidedly negative results. At first, Japanese propaganda had the purpose of inspiring the Japanese people into greater war efforts and converting Asians to the benefits of the co-prosperity sphere. By the fall of 1943, the Nimitz began to advance in the Central Pacific, and the defenders of the Southern Resources area had suffered a steady succession of defeats, starting with the naval setbacks in the Coral Sea and off the Midway in June 1942. As customary, officers delivered extortions to their men about loyalty to the emperor and Bushido. Blah blah blah. Oh, that's right. In revising the general war news relayed to the field commands. Tokyo reported steady progress towards the final defeat of Japan's enemies, and the field headquarters increasingly amended their after-action reports to present optimistic results to superior echelons. With the invasion of the Marianas, pretty word, in June 1944, there was a marked rise in the distortions of operational developments from Tokyo to the field forces and vice versa, creating a bizarre atmosphere of unreality that sometimes affected strategic and logistical considerations because it became difficult to separate myth from reality. When Japan surrendered, many of its fighting men in the field, as well as most citizens of the home islands, were in a state of shock and disbelief, having accepted the stories of glorious victories since 1943, despite the destructive air rage on their major cities. Blah blah blah. Okay. World War II. Blah blah blah. Ants are everywhere. Call me Salvador Dali. Anyway. AGI is on its way. Maybe it'll be nice. Maybe it'll be a nuke. That is operated by the worst people. So that's sick. Sick.